Hi, I'm Miss Carla. I'm a teacher at the Greater Valley YMCA. Today we are going to learn about dinosaurs. Okay, let's get started. Does anybody know what dinosaur this is? Do we know? Do you have a guess? Did you guess correctly? It's a Tyrannosaurus Rex. The Tyrannosaurus Rex is a meat eater. It walked on two legs. It had a very big body and a head. It was 40 feet long, 20 feet tall, had large replaceable teeth, and it lived in the late Cretaceous period in the tropical forests. Anybody know what this dinosaur is? What is that one? Do we know? Do you have a guess? Let's see if you guess correctly. It's a pterodactyl. A pterodactyl is a meat eater. It's a flying reptile. It had large leathery wings up to 40 feet wide, and it had a long beak with teeth. It lived in the Jurassic and Cretaceous periods. How about this dinosaur? Anybody know what that dinosaur is? Do you have a guess? Do you have it? Let's see if you're right. It's a velociraptor. A velociraptor is a meat eater. It ran fast on two legs. It was small. It was 6 feet long and 3 feet tall. It was very intelligent, and it lived in the late Cretaceous period. Anybody have an idea what dinosaur that is? Do we know? Can you take a guess? Let's see if you're correct. It's a Patasaurus. It's a plant eater. It walked on 4 legs. It's huge. It was 70 feet long, had a small head and a brain, and it lived in the late Jurassic period. How about this one? Can you guess what dinosaur that one is? Do you have a guess? Do you know? Let's see if you're correct. A Triceratops. It's a plant eater. It walked on 4 legs, has 3 horns on its large head, a beak like a bird. It was 30 feet long, and it lived in the late Cretaceous period. Okay, now we have another dinosaur. Do we have any idea what this dinosaur may be? Do we know? Do you have a guess? Let's see if you're right. It's a Stegosaurus. A Stegosaurus is a plant eater. It walks on 4 legs. It was 28 feet long, and it had triangular body plates on the back and 4 spikes on its tail, and it lived in the late Jurassic period. Okay, our last one. Does anybody have any idea what this dinosaur might be? Do we know? Do you have a guess? Let's see if we're correct. It's an Ankylosaurus. This is a plant eater. Had armor plates and spikes on its back for protection. It walked slowly on 4 legs. It was very long and heavy. It was 35 feet long, and it lived at the late Cretaceous period. Okay, now that we have learned about the dinosaurs, and I had talked about whether or not they were plant eaters or meat eaters. And there's a word for each of those type of dinosaurs. Either carnivores or herbivores. Now, let me adjust this just a little bit so you can see. Okay. So we have carnivores and herbivores. Now, here is the Ankylosaurus. Do you remember what kind of dinosaur this was? What food it ate? Do you have a guess? It was a plant eater. How about the Tyrannosaurus Rex or T-Rex? Is it a carnivore or was it a herbivore? Did it eat meat or did it eat plants? What do you think? It's a carnivore. What about a Stegosaurus? A plant eater or a meat eater? What do you think? It was a plant eater. How about a Triceratops? Was it a carnivore or a herbivore? A meat eater or a plant eater? It was a plant eater. What about a Velociraptor? A meat eater or a plant eater? Carnivore or herbivore? It was a carnivore. How about an Apatosaurus? What do we think? Carnivore or herbivore? It was a herbivore. And what about a pterodactyl? Do we know? A meat or plant eater? A herbivore or a carnivore? It was a carnivore. I hope you enjoyed learning about dinosaurs and separating them between carnivore and herbivores. In my next video, I will be reading a story about dinosaurs. I'll see you then.